Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy, West Coast. In good spirits, because I'm feeling better. I'm in good spirits because I'm sorry about that. In good spirits because I'm feeling better, man. I had the vid, man. I had the vid, man. They got me, man. They got me, man. They got me. Curtis, I was looking for your phone number. I was in Dallas on Crib. I was. On Cowboy, I was. And I was looking for your number. I did, man. I was. Because I had tickets for my event. Tickets for my event, my boy. Tickets for my event. I had tickets for my event. Oh, my guy. But I really was, though. Especially when I got to the stadium and I got lost. And I thought about if I was lost in ATN Stadium, who would I call? Now, I wasn't lost. I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be. That's all I'm going to say. You know how you be in one of them rooms and like you know how you be moving around in AT&T Stadium and then you open one of them doors, you walk in that room and everybody speak a language you ain't never heard of before. Well, damn. That's what I said. Well, damn. Well, yo, man, it's your boy. We keeping McCarthy. Come on now, man. Y'all get off that line. Come on now. I'm down here in Fort Worth. Alan, you in Fort Worth? I was just in Fort Worth. I was just in Fort Worth, Alan. What you doing in Funky Town? Tell me what is you doing? You better be at TCU because ain't much good in Funky Town. But if you can you swing by my auntie house? Hey, listen, on my mama though, for real. Listen to me. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I gotta help my auntie out, man. I was driving her car this weekend. She has an extra car that she was driving that she has, and she let me drive it. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was on the freeway and I caught a patch of ice, and I hit the brakes. The car went brake, but the car didn't stop, y'all. And the car literally slid into a whole nother car's back, and the car is not drivable now. Yeah, I basically ruined my auntie's car. So I need someone who sells cars out there to hook a player, hook me up. Let me know if you in the Dallas Fort Worth area, or if you got homies that sell cars in the Dallas Fort Worth area. I need to holler at me because I'm gonna have to help my auntie get a new car. And you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna do what I do because that's my auntie. You feel me? I ain't gonna leave her stuck. That's not even an option. But I need a Cowboy fan to hook a player up. You feel me? So if you own a car lot, or if you own like a used car lot, or if you sell cars or something like that, she just need a little get around town car, nothing too big, nothing too strong. And please inbox on her again. I was looking for you in the Miller Lite zone. I didn't make it in, Curtis. I didn't make it in. I didn't get in the Miller Lite. I didn't even get in. I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't get in. I didn't get in because I told you I walked into a room that I wasn't supposed to be in. And when I got in there, like somebody recognized me. That's all I'm gonna say. Somebody recognized me as West Coast Cowboy and let me stay in the room. Just let me stay in there. So that's where I watched the game at. I was still very, very close in the 100 section, but I know I was not supposed to be in that mug. How am I feeling, Craig? I'm feeling good today, Craig. I got a black hat that I'm sending out to you too, Craig. I got black hats too. I got a black hat I'm sending to you. All right, so yo, man, let's go ahead and chop this thing up, man. I'm gonna go live on TikTok here in a minute. I'm gonna start going live on TikTok because TikTok, there's a whole profile on there that's pretending to be like me, and they're putting out some good. And I ain't even gonna lie, they're putting out some good content over there. You know what I'm saying? They're putting out some good content. It's a page on TikTok that's pretending to be me, and they're putting out some damn good content. So I'm gonna start going live on TikTok to fight back that. What's up, YouTube? Hey man, if you're watching on YouTube, I appreciate you guys. Your boy West Coast will be here for the Power Hour. That's that 10 a.m. to something a.m. Watch out for the scammers. He still have a fake profile of you. I know, man. Man, I know he getting people every day. I know he is. I know he is. That scammer's pretty damn good. Man, okay, so let's go, man. You guys already know whenever West Coast goes live, there's two things you guys must do. First thing you must do is you must hit the share button. So I need everybody right now. Let me go open this window. I need everybody right now to hit that share button right now. I need to put my jacket in the cleaner. I need everybody to hit that share button right now. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Listen to me. The content works better. I work better when I got about 300-400 people up in here. We about to talk about Dan Quinn, talk about all these job interviews he going on, and do y'all even want him to stay? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all even want Dan to stay? That's the question I want to know. Do y'all even want him to stay? Hey, listen to me real quick since I got everybody on the art on here. If you sent, listen to me. I had 17 people participate in the raffle. I need all 17 you guys to inbox me your address. I got a special gift for each one of you guys. I got a special gift for each one of you guys. For everybody that participated in the raffle, I got a special gift for you, but I just need your address. If you sent it to me already, please send it to me again so that I know it's you. But everybody that participated in my raffle, I had the 3 winners that won. I got your stuff coming out. But also everybody that sent anything for the raffle, as long as you send at least one raffle entry, I will be sending you out one of these right here. I got Neville Gallimore, I got Malik Hooker, I got Wanye Thomas, and I got Dorrance Armstrong. I'm not gonna tell you which one I'm gonna get because I'm not going through all that, but I will be saying like this: everybody that sent something to the raffle will be getting an autographed picture. We'll be getting an autographed picture courtesy of West Coast Cowboy. Just my way of saying thank you and I appreciate you. That's that. What about the ordering of a jersey? You can order jerseys. Jerseys are still coming in. They're a little track. I have an order that's finally about to hit. My orders, I don't know what happened, Brad. Well, I do actually know what happened. Freaking my vendor just took forever. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize for that, but I finally got an order that's coming in here. Should be in here this Friday, man. So we should get that cracked off and done. Hey, you guys, what's up, Sean? Appreciate you. Hey, man, if you haven't already, though, I need you guys to hit that share button, though. Hit that share button. I need to hit that share button. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. Listen to me. The reason why I don't use my computer, I'm going to tell you guys why I don't use my computer. I'm going to tell you realistically why I don't use my computer. Is because Facebook's algorithm is not programmed to use platforms. It's not programmed to use like Restream and stuff like that yet. They haven't allowed it, right? Well, they allow you to go live on it. But if you notice, whenever I use Restream, they never send you notifications. You guys notice that? Whenever I use Restream or I'm on the shows like It's All Professional, you guys never get the notifications, right? Exactly. I did some research in there, and it's because whenever you use an interface on Facebook, it turns your notifications down. I don't know why, but it turns the amount of people who get it, it turns them down. So that's why whenever you guys see me on like the big show with like whenever you see me on shows with other people and I'm using that program, that's why you guys don't get the notification. You know what I'm saying? Because Facebook won't send it out. So that's the real reason why I use this Facebook, why I've been doing it like this. You know what I'm saying? Because if I do it like this, then it ensures everybody get the notification. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys notice, we got 166 people up in here going on 171. We'll damn near have 200 people up in here. That would have never happened if I used the Restream. So I do it like this for y'all. I do it for the people. You know, I'm all about the people. You know what I'm saying? So, so Dan Quinn has interviews with everybody today. Not everybody, but he got interviews with Dan Quinn has an interview with the Tennessee Titans yesterday. He has an interview with just about everybody that has an opening. My question to you guys is, do you guys really want Dan to go? Do you guys really want Dan to go? Because we're like I feel like this year is different, man, because this is we literally went from like, oh my God, hide all the interviews from Dan Quinn because we're going to lose him, to Dan, and to us, almost wanting to give him away now. So I want to know, what do you guys want to do with Dan Quinn? Somebody said later, DQ. April, appreciate you. She's always saying facts. Hey, y'all hear about that tax credit? That's just crazy. $2,000 a kid, right? Thank God I got 3 kids. Have y'all heard about that? It's going to be 2 bands a kid. All right, bam, let's get it. So Dan Quinn is interviewing for multiple jobs. Hey, I got to get some tissue. Let me blow my nose. Huh? Huh? I didn't have any like right in front of me. All right. I need to put it in the comment box. Everybody, are you keeping Dan? Do you want to keep him? You guys want to keep Dan? I got some yeses. John. Ooh, Regina Green with the green said no. Damn. She's one of the nicer Cowboy fans. If Regina Green with the green is saying no, god damn. If Regina Green with the green don't want you, god damn. You might be a bad kid. Here, I'll do it. Don't worry about it. Put what back? Oh, okay. Tommy Murphy says no. Caesar says, would I consider Mike Zimmer? Jerry and Mike Zimmer don't like each other. Yard boy Kennels, what's up, boy? Yard boy Kennels says no. Craig says no. Tim says if he can change his defense philosophy, he can stay. Dion says after last game and against the 49ers, Buffalo, and Arizona, he's not that great. Susan says she's 50-50. Greg Park says keep him. Darren says, what's up, OG? He says can't blame DQ for the loss. Facts or matter. We play like crap 21-7 at the half. No comeback win at home. David Curry says keep him, upgrade our linebackers. But what if he doesn't believe in it? What if Dan doesn't believe in it, though? Chris Carter says keep him. And I'm going to hit this one time and then I'm going. What's up, little baby? NHN says get actual linebacker and run stopper, adjust the scheme, and it would be a great already. Good point. Miss Marty, what's up with you? She says hi, West Coast. If Jerry gets some linebackers, some bigger defensive line players up front. Y'all, what if that's Dan Quinn's philosophy? What if cooking with no flavor is the way he liked to cook? Because listen to me, fellas and fellettes. If that is his philosophy, we're going to ask Dan. So we asking Dan to change his philosophy? Are we going to ask him to change his philosophy? And then my question is this. Is Dan willing to change his philosophy? Because let's just be real, y'all. Dan Quinn does not like standard linebackers. Because if Dan Quinn liked standard linebackers, we would have had one. That's all I got to say on that subject. Dan Quinn does not like standard linebackers. And also, you guys wondering why I've been smoking so much on my live show? You want to know why? Because I just got picked up by this company called Rogue Shops. They're a CBD/THC location in Oklahoma. They have a couple locations. They picked. I'm gonna be announcing this more professionally, I guess. But they said don't do it. They said do it the way you've been doing it because that's what we love. I got a code and everything. If you're in the CBD, like tunctions, like for your lips, for your nose, little things for pains, your boy West Coast has a whole code that's gonna be ready to rip. It's called Rogue Shops. I'll be dropping the website here. I told y'all, man, weed is gonna be paying me at some point. I smoke too much of it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to figure out gotta figure out a way to put some money back in my pockets. You know what I'm saying? Or my gal gonna start looking at me weird. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I went out and got an actual sponsor. You know what I'm saying? So Rogue Shops. Now I'm gonna ask you guys this. Don't buy, hey, my code, do not buy anything unless you use my code. My code is West Coast Cowboy. West Coast Cowboy. West Coast Cowboy. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something special, man. I'm going to do something special. Let me figure out what I'm going to do. But I'm going to do something special for the first 5 people who go on there and buy orders, use my code and screenshot it and send it to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do something real special for you guys. But if you're into CBD, if you're into CBD and products, whatever it is, where that mean lip balm, you know what I'm saying? That could be anything. If you're into CBD, CBD works really good for pain tolerance and things like that. And I'm also going to be doing a lot of packaging and product opening and things like that too on here. So, you know, my code is West Coast Cowboy, and that's at Rogue Shops. You know what I'm saying? RogueShops.com. And salute to Miss Mercy. Shout out to Miss Mercy for putting that deal together, man. Man, I was, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up, man. She came out to my event. She saw how I got down. She saw my stuff, man. They liked it, and they picked your boy up, man. So my first, well, it's not my first. This is not my first. CEV was my first. You know what I'm saying? But this is my first like one that I earned without a player looking out for me. And like this is all off the rip. So I ain't never met these people before. They ain't never met me. They just off my content. So God is good and appreciate them for that. So make sure you guys tap into Rogue Shop. So let's get it. Dan Quinn. Is Dan Quinn staying? I'm going to tell y'all this right here. Jerry Jones has already stated that if the Dallas Cowboys if Dan Quinn does not get hired somewhere else, that he will be coming back to the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. That was kind of a moot point unless you were going to fire him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just like if you're married today and you don't break up or get divorced, one would assume that you're going to be married tomorrow, right? And you don't even have to say anything. You just got to wake up the next day. That's it, right? Same thing with a contract. Unless someone actually goes down and they actually terminate the contract, there's no real reason to say he's going to be back on the contract because the contract is valid and he's going to be in the contract. And to be honest with you, that's part of the reason why Mike Tomlin got so upset when they asked about his contract. You know what I'm saying? The reason why Mike Tomlin got so upset when they asked him about his contract is because he's under contract. So that's just like asking a married man today, are you married? Are you going to be married tomorrow? Like, yes, that's how it kind of works. You know what I'm saying? Once you're in it, you're kind of in it unless you legally take yourself out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that would be a dumb question. If someone asked me that question, I would respond like, mother, what? You know what I'm saying? Or that's like someone asking you, hey, are you going to be a Cowboy fan tomorrow? Like, what? That's dumb. That's a dumb question. And right after you lose, that's a question that's going to irritate you. You know what I'm saying? Imagine being a coach and you're still under contract and they're asking you about your contract. Now, mind you, had they win, you notice how they never ask coaches about their contracts after they win? You guys notice that? I'm just keeping it real. Have you guys noticed that? They never ask coaches about their contracts after they win. Nobody cares. You want to know why? Because there's no reason to ask somebody about a contract if they just won the game and you can go on Google and see that they're clearly still in a contract. There's no reason to do that, right? So the only time that comes up or even it positioned like that or it becomes a thing is if what? Is if the guy just lost. So I'm going to tell y'all this right here. If we would have won that game and Dan Quinn was still going on interviews this week, guess what? Jerry Jones would not have come out and been like, oh yeah, or made this statement. You know what I'm saying? This is only a vote of, it's called a vote of confidence. That's all this is. It's called a vote of confidence. He's just giving him a vote of confidence, which, to be honest with you, had you would have won, he would have never even did it. You know what I'm saying? These are things that they do to support a player. But I'm going to tell you this too. You can look at this two ways, right? Because one would say, okay, if Jerry Jones is saying that, does that mean Jerry Jones know that Dan Quinn's not getting a job? Well, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say that because you got to say it like this. If you're the Titans, one of the questions will probably be, are you going to get fired from your current job or what's going to happen to your current job? Are you going to quit? Are you going to be released? Or da, 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 da? So Jerry Jones and the Cowboy organizations, I'm gonna be honest with you, they like throwing people bones, just like they did with Kellen Moore. Remember, with Kellen Moore, they literally allowed him to go interview for other jobs before they officially released him or parted ways for him. The reason being is because they didn't want to hurt his chances of getting a job. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, the Dallas Cowboys are the only team I've ever seen that actually cares about their ex. You know what I'm saying? Like, they actually look out for their ex when stuff. The rest of us, we be like, pooh. If my ex is on fire, I wouldn't piss on her. You know what I'm saying? That's most people's response when they talk about their ex. Jerry Jones, he's the type where he's actually going to set his exes up. I don't know why, but that's what he does. He looks out for him. You screwed me so much. Let me make sure that I take care of you on the way out the door type of deal. It's kind of almost like, honestly, it's, huh? She said 2 wrongs don't make a right. Can I get a 7-Up, please? That's a good Christian person, though. You know what I'm saying? But most people are like, screw you. Like, honestly, when I was in the military, I never understood why America would bomb a country and then use our tax money to repair it. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. That was a political statement, and I still don't understand why we do that. But, hey, that's not what this is about. But we can have that. I'm dropping a new platform. I'm dropping two more platforms this year. I'm going to be dropping West Coast Reels. West Coast Reactions. With WCR, West Coast, WCCR, West Coast Cowboy Reactions. What I'm gonna just be reacting to just dumb videos, whatever that's viral. That's what I'm gonna just be reacting to. Then I also, what was the other video? Then I also got this other one that I'm supposed to be doing with my boy Daniel Ross. It's supposed to be like a podcast, but we're gonna see what it does though. But yo, Dan Quinn, do I think the Cowboys, do they give him a vote of confidence? Absolutely. They're giving him a vote of confidence as he's going into these interviews. Why? Because to a degree, the Dallas Cowboys want to, it's a good look for people to come into your organization, work for your organization, and then get head coaching jobs. That's a good look. You know what I'm saying? That's still a win-win for the Dallas Cowboys because that's how you attract other talent to your team. You know what I'm saying? So the Dallas Cowboys would definitely love to say, hey, you know, over the last such and such years, this amount of our assistants have gone on to be head coaches. That's a good look. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, I think the Dallas Cowboys do want to keep Dan Quinn. I think they do. I think Jerry Jones is more than anything, he's afraid of change, but he's afraid of change that don't work or change that takes time. And I'm going to tell you this right here. I've kind of said something from the beginning that I didn't think that the Dallas Cowboys was going to fire anybody or release anybody because typically they just don't do that. And they typically don't do it after 12-win seasons. Just being honest with you. Had we would have went 5-12, yes, Mike McCarthy and Dan would have probably got fired. You know what I'm saying? It's over. I think Dan is coming back. If he don't get a job. I do too. Well, Jerry Jones has already said he's coming back. And to be honest with you, he's under contract. So he don't really have a choice. You know what I'm saying? He don't really have a choice. Somebody said another one and done season. Well, you didn't go one and done last year, so you can't really say that about that. You know what I'm saying? Can't really say that. My question is this. When was the last time y'all didn't make the playoffs? Like, y'all remember how that was? Because Cowboy Nation, I think we have now slipped into a moment of where we just assume that we're going to make the playoffs like every year. Dan, he said that's because of an easy schedule. Man, our schedule was not easy this year. I don't know what you talking about. Our schedule was not easy this year. I think we had better opponents at home, but our schedule was not easy this year. Go look at our road record. You know what I'm saying? Go look at our road record. Facts, the last 3 years in a row. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, you guys are trying to go. We're trying to go to the playoffs for the 4th year in a row. There are not many teams that have done that, bro. I think the only teams that have gone to the playoffs for 4 years in a row is like Kansas City. That's an active team right now. Somebody tell me a team that's going on 4 years in a row playoffs. Bro, I don't think there's maybe Frisco. No, I don't think Frisco is. Because Frisco, did they go to the playoffs the year before they got McCaffrey? I don't think they did. What's up, TikTok? Hey, TikTok, this is my real TikTok. I know it's a fake one over there. I said, man, you know what I'm going to do on my TikTok? I'm going to go live because one thing you can't fake is West Coast. You can take my videos. You can take my videos, my pictures. You can do all the things. You can do anything you want to do. But you can't steal this right here. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather us know you wouldn't, Terrence. That's no, you wouldn't. That you know you wouldn't. Slap yourself. No, you would not. People who say I'd rather us not make the play. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Because there's no guarantee you make the playoff the next year. No, you wouldn't. You could literally purposely miss the playoffs. Like, listen to me. No organization is not trying to make the playoffs. And there's no benefit in making the playoffs on a team that has the ability to play good. Listen to me. If you're not a good team, I can understand maybe tanking to a degree. But a team that has that's won 12 games 3 years in a row, there's no benefit in you winning 5 games next year. To do what? What player? You already have the players. What player can you get in the draft that's better than what you have right now? Outside of getting players that you don't have. And my thing is this. The players that you don't have on this team, you don't need to tank to get, bro. You don't need to tank to get a good linebacker. You don't need to tank to get a running back. Like what? These are all positions that are Bobby Wagner was available. Think about this. Bobby Wagner's available next year. You ain't got to tank to get him. He's an all-pro. The boy in Raiders, Josh Jacobs. He's all-pro. He's available. Saquon Barkley's all-pro. He's available. You ain't got to tank. You ain't got to be bad. You can just add players. Listen to me. Listen to me. Somebody said this yesterday, and it was fire. And it's the fieriest statement I've heard about this. And I love it. They said, everything that the Cowboys have on their team right now, they needed to get to this point. And what we're missing to get further is what we don't have on this team. He says Baltimore Ravens, San Francisco 49ers, and Kansas City Chiefs, I believe, went 4 years back-to-back. When, though? I don't think the 49ers have gone 4 years back-to-back. Well, they played us twice. Purdy once. No, they once with Garoppolo. 2. And then this year. We need a running back and improve the defense. Yeah, we need to improve the defense for sure. What's up with you guys on TikTok coming through? Appreciate you. This is my real account. The goal is for it not to get deleted. San Francisco player appearance since 2016-19. Okay, that's not 4 years in a row. That's not 4 years in a row. That's 3. 2021, 2022, 2023. That's 3 years in a row. You get what I mean? Like, listen to me. I think the only team that's done it is Kansas City Chiefs. Maybe, I don't know if Baltimore's gone to the playoffs the last 4 years. What's up, Lawrence Williams? So, yeah, I am in tweak mode. Do I think we should keep Dan Quinn? I don't think listen to me. This is what I tell Dan. This is what I got to find out about Dan Quinn. Is he able to compensate? Is he able to give a little to get a little bit back? Because 2 things that I think about Dan Quinn that absolutely have to change. 1, his philosophy on linebackers has to change. I love Jaron Kearse. I love all those guys. But those guys need to play their position. Allow Jaron Kearse to be a safety. If we need him in the big nickel package, then guess what? Let's do it. But there's no reason to be running at 80% of the day when they're running the ball on you, Dan Quinn. So that's my first philosophy is 1, what are we going to do about linebacker? Because we can't do this again. And Demarion Overshawn will be the exact same situation as Rashawn Bell is. He'll look good for the first 3-4 weeks, be looked as one of the best linebackers in football for the first 6 weeks until those hits start taking a toll on his body, and then he's just going to disappear, and he's going to show up on more injury reports than PFF reports. And that's exactly what happened to Marquise Bell, number 14. Marquise Bell went from showing up on every PFF report to then showing up on every injury report. And I told y'all that was gonna happen. The reason being is because, bro, if you listen to me, the mind is willing, but the body sometimes ain't. Bro, a safety is not designed to take on running backs. That's why there's a defensive line and linebackers in front of him. And Micah Parsons is not a linebacker. I need y'all to understand that. Micah Parsons is not a linebacker. I do not agree with that. He does not agree with that. Film does not agree with that. Micah Parsons is not a linebacker. He's not a linebacker. Micah Parsons does not need to be standing 5 yards off the ball doing this. He does not. Micah Parsons is not Fred Warner. Micah Parsons is more Joey Bosa than he is Fred Warner. And he's not even an outside linebacker. He's not Von Miller. No, because we do not run a 3-4 defense. Micah Parsons is exactly what I just told y'all. Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Micah Parsons is a defensive end. He is not no outside linebacker. He is not a linebacker in any form of way. He does not need to be covering. He does not need to be going backwards at all. That is a waste of his talent. His mama did not bring him into this earth so he could be covering tight ends. That is not what she brought him on this earth. He needs to be on the edge. He is more Joey Bosa than he is anything else. Listen to me. I know Okoye. Listen to me. You know what Okoye was doing? Okoye was making a best means possible. In the middle of the season, yes, make changes. But right now, this is the offseason. So I don't care about the offseason. Go get a real linebacker. I can see an emergency, but even in an emergency, Micah don't need to be playing no linebacker. And there's no film that shows that he's a good middle linebacker. There's not. There's not. There might be film that show he's the best on our team, but we ain't got no middle linebacker, so what does that really matter? What does it matter to be the fastest horse in a one-horse race? He says, Micah here, but I'm here and I'm not arguing, but Micah Parsons would be no. Listen, Micah Parsons ain't no middle linebacker. He's not a linebacker, so we ain't got to agree to disagree. That's why the Dallas Cowboys won't put him there. He's not. And I'm going to tell you this right now. He doesn't even have the willingness to do it. So, one, he's not a middle linebacker. And two, he don't even want to do it. So, what would we be expecting to get out of him from that? You're taking your best pass rusher and putting him 8 yards away from the field. You know what happened to Micah? He'll get hurt. Because pulling guards, because Micah is really undersized. Go look at how big Fred Warner is and Micah Parsons is. Bro, it's two different human beings, bro. Like, I don't think a lot of us know what linebackers like. Two of the most misunderstood positions in all the sports, I'm going to tell you what they are, defensive tackle and linebacker. Because for whatever reason, we think linebackers are supposed to do what defensive tackles do. And for whatever reason, we just have no clue what defensive tackles do. We just have no clue. Like, there's no reason. Like, that would be Micah Parsons playing. Listen to me. Micah Parsons playing middle linebacker all season, 17 games. He's not all pro. Just being honest with you. He's not. Not at all. I will name several middle linebackers that are better than him at middle linebacker. And to be honest with you, he has no like I said, he has no willingness to do it. Cowboys, go get one. No, listen to me. I can play middle linebacker. But the question is, can I play it to a degree where I'm actually going to make plays? No. 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 And listen to me. I love that we love believing that Micah Parsons can do all things, but bro, that's not him. That's not him. Like, he's not a middle linebacker. Cowboys never trade for good linebackers in free agent. I'd rather have Micah than Overshawn in the first. I wouldn't. You guys listen to me. I wouldn't. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. You guys really don't even want Micah Parsons playing middle linebacker. I'm going to tell you why I know. I'm going to call y'all bluff on it right now. Because I'm going to ask you guys this. Are you prepared for Micah Parsons to get 3 sacks a season? I'm going to take a sip of my soda. Are you okay with Micah Parsons getting 3 to 4 sacks a season then? Listen, Micah Parsons was the best thing Micah Parsons did in high school was being a running back. I don't give a damn what he did in middle linebacker versus them little ass kids. Micah Parsons also. Did you see him running the ball? Micah, the best thing Micah Parsons did in high school was be a running back. That dude was a dominant. He could have did anything. Micah Parsons could have been he could have been a quarterback. What someone did in high school, I ain't trying to hear that. Think about this. Tony Pollard was a wide receiver in high school. He plays running back in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? What's up, JC Cowboys Network? Appreciate you, my boy. Devin White is. Thank you, bro. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Why are we talking about taking Micah Parsons? Listen, how many sacks? You guys know Ray Lewis, the greatest linebacker of all time. How many sacks did he have in his career? You guys know Ray Lewis averaged 4.5 sacks a season? Are you okay with that? How many sacks did Fred Warner have last year? He's the best linebacker in football. Somebody actually tell me right now, how many sacks did Fred Warner have last year? What's up with you, Dark Car? I ain't seen you in a minute, my boy. How many sacks did Fred Warner have this year? He's the best linebacker in football. Look at Fred Warner's stats and tell me, would you have been okay if Micah Parsons had those stats? You would not have been. You guys aren't happy with Micah Parsons' stats now. Like, what? He says Micah can still rush on third downs and blitz harder to plan for multiple blitzes and chase. Then that's not a middle linebacker then. As soon as you said blitz, that's not a middle linebacker. Because a middle linebacker is only blitzing probably like once a game. If you blitz, that means you vacate the middle of the defense. Middle linebackers almost never blitz. So that's not a middle linebacker. That's what I'm saying. Christopher, I love that statement right there. But that within itself right there lets me know that you really do want Micah Parsons rushing the quarterback, which is okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Like, think about this. You could have had Devin White, Cowboys pass. Could have had Bobby Wagner. He wanted to come to Dallas, Cowboys pass. You could have had the boy that went to Baltimore for a third-round pick. Cowboys weren't even interested. Now, of course, you had to pay him $18 million, dude, Roquan Smith. But, hey, man, life is happening. Life comes at you fast. You need a linebacker to make sure everybody knows their assignments. Exactly, and that's not Micah Parsons. When I say Micah at linebacker, I'm not saying keep him at linebacker. I'm saying linebacker's a player. Listen, we did that this year. Micah Parsons played some linebacker this year. I'm saying we need to go get a real linebacker so he ain't got to do that. Listen, Mike. Listen to me, Mike. Listen, you my boy, and you ain't even got to tell me you ain't arguing. We ain't even got to go into that. I'm just telling you, Micah Parsons as a middle linebacker is not happening. Can he, listen to me, if you put me on the field 70 plays, I promise you, I will give you 1 or 2 good plays. I promise you. But will they be impactful plays? Tell me a play that Micah Parsons has made impactful from the middle linebacker position. That's what I want to talk about. Because listen, everybody talks about what he can do. Somebody show me what he has done. Show me Micah Parsons making an impactful play from the middle linebacker position. Change my opinion on the subject. Because all I hear is people trying to win me over. I don't want to be won over. I want to be convinced with my eyes. So where is the film of showing of Micah Parsons making plays, not running side to side? Because I'm going to tell you what I see is this. You want to know why Micah Parsons was not really good in the run game? You want to know why? Because, bro, he's not really good at shooting gaps. He's a torpedo. Micah Parsons is a torpedo. And guess what? That's okay. See, the problem that you guys have is you guys won't accept the fact that maybe Micah is better at something than he is at something else. And that's okay. That's okay. Fred Warner had how many sacks this year? Fred Warner had how many sacks this year? Somebody put that in the comment box. YouTube's already on it. Facebook, they ain't dropped it in there. Come on, Facebook. How many sacks did Fred Warner, the best linebacker in football, have this year? And listen to me, if you don't know who Fred Warner is, you better go. You do know who Fred Warner is. He didn't put us out the playoffs 2 years. You do know who Fred Warner is. I know his daddy. I done met Fred a couple times. Fred Warner, he from out here. His daddy is a Cowboy fan. Keep it 100. Like on everything I love, his daddy a Cowboy fan. His daddy is in this club called Star Status. Well, I don't know if he's an active member because his son is, one of the best linebacker in football. But at one point, his son was playing for the Cowboys. I mean, his son was playing for the Niners, and he was an active member of a Cowboy fan club. That's how I met him. And that's how I met Fred, because Fred came to an off-season event. Marion Overshawn is not a middle linebacker. He is not a middle linebacker. He is a Micah Parsons. Go watch his preseason tape. And he's undersized. And he's coming off a torn ACL. And he's never played in the NFL. That means he will be a rookie linebacker going up against experienced quarterbacks. I don't think we play one rookie quarterback next year. So no, I do not want no rookie middle linebacker. No, that sounds like a long year. So that's what that sounds like. It sounds like a long year. What was Fred Warner's stats? 2.5 sacks. You guys okay with Micah Parsons getting 2.5 sacks next year? No, you're not. If Micah Parsons was to get 2.5 sacks playing middle linebacker, you guys will be crucifying him. That's why I keep telling you guys. You guys saying that, Mike, that's not what you want. Now, how is Fred Warner looked at as the best linebacker in football and only gets 2.5 sacks? You want to know why? Because middle linebackers don't blitz, bruh. They're not attacking the line of scrimmage. That's not what they do. That's why I be saying, like, you guys be talking about linebackers, but really be talking about edge rushers. You'll look at a linebacker, and it's like listen to me. It's like you guys are looking at an M300 and seeing a Bentley. And then guess what? You're like, damn, that's a dope M300. It looked just like a Bentley. Until a Bentley pulls up to that M300 and you're like, damn, that does not look like no damn Bentley. That looks like a Bentley. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, yeah, it looks like a linebacker until a real linebacker comes up and you're like, damn, yeah, that's a real linebacker. He don't have to be a real linebacker on this team. Yes, he does. If that's the case, then right in Rashawn Bell would work. What is y'all talking about? Y'all really up here saying we don't have to need a real linebacker? We just did that for 3 years. We literally just did that for 3 years. We did that. He don't got to be a real linebacker. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. We're giving up damn near 6 yards of carry. Yes, you do. Listen, how about this? How about we just try it, though? How about we just try it? I mean, we've tried not having a real linebacker. How about we just try it? That's all I'm asking. If Fred Warner gets a lot of interceptions, that means he's what? Backing up. Or he's standing still. He's not coming forward. That's all I'm saying. Are you guys okay? Or would you rather have Micah's 14.5 sacks or Micah at like 3 sacks and playing middle linebacker? Don't answer that question. There's some of you guys about to lie. Because you are not going to be okay if Micah only gets 3 sacks a season playing middle linebacker. You're not okay with that. I've said this before. I'll never say it again. Stay at linebacker. I said he needs to plan if D Quinn can keep playing safety. I know linebackers. No, listen, we don't need to plan that. Because that's a plan. Listen to me, Christopher. That's a good mindset if you're in the middle of the season. If you're in the middle of the season, then guess what? You do have to do what you got to do. But we're not in the middle of the season no more. We got free agency. You have draft. Then you have the second free agency when the people who don't get then you got second free agency when everybody gets cut. You have 3 huge opportunities in 7 months to find a middle linebacker. You're gonna tell me you can't? You're gonna tell me in 7 months the best solution we're gonna be able to come back is to put Micah Parsons back there, and you have a 7-month head start? No, that's your failure to plan. If you don't have a middle linebacker in 2024, that's your fault. Because you have money, you have the draft, you have free agency, you have the second free agency. There's absolutely no reason. The only reason you don't have a middle linebacker on this team is if you do not want one. If you do not want one, then guess what? That's a different story. But we're not going to sit up here and say in January. Micah Parsons is going to be the option in August. Bro, you have 6 months between now. Go figure that shit out. Like, you have more than enough time to go get a linebacker. And that's a shame that Micah Parsons probably is your best middle linebacker, and he don't even play middle linebacker. Just like CeeDee Lamb is your best running back, and he don't even play running back. Things are weird out here in Dallas these days. Now imagine that. Like, we will all admit that CeeDee Lamb is the best runner of the football, right? Facts. But I'm going to tell you this right here. Dan Quinn don't believe in it. And I'm going to tell you, I don't believe that Micah Parsons will ever play middle linebacker in a Dan Quinn defense because he's been his DC ever since he's been in the league, and he's never. Dan Quinn put Micah Parsons as a middle linebacker for 3 games, and that was a rookie season. He ain't went back since. Wish we could emulate Baltimore's defense. We can, but we listen to them. We have a defense that's better than Baltimore's defense. Only difference is they have one key component. You know what their defense has? A brain. Our defense don't have a brain because we don't have a true middle linebacker. We have a strong safety calling plays. Anybody that played football ever in their life knows that's weird. Yeah, we accept it because it's just like when you're driving down the street and you see a Cowboy bumper sticker. Then you see a Houston Texan bumper sticker, and you're like, that's weird. I mean, I get it because you're the same state, but it's still kind of weird, right? That's the Cowboys, bro. That's our defense, bro. Like, our defense is actually better than theirs. The only difference is their defense has a brain. Our defense don't have a brain, bro. We have a strong safety calling plays on defense. If you play football, you would have to agree, no matter what team you like, that's weird. That's like saying, yeah, we share mouthpieces. What? Real football players share their mouthpiece. What? Huh? I done did some crazy stuff in football, but I ain't never shared nobody's mouthpiece. Thank you. If you a real football player that play tackle football and play defense, you know that's weird. The safety, how is the safety calling the defensive plays if he's 15 yards from the defensive line? So what is he yelling? What does he call? Is he texting the defensive line? Usually, almost all the time, it's the middle linebacker calling the plays because he's in the middle of the what? Defensive line and safety. Kind of makes sense. Middle linebacker because he's in the middle. Listen, Cowboys need to stop reinventing football. You know what I'm saying? Stop reinventing football. Stop trying to reinvent football. Keep shit the way it is. The Bible says don't remove ancient landmarks. Even the Bible says that. It says don't remove ancient landmarks. I mean, if you've been doing something for a certain way and it's been working, why are you going to reinvent life, bro? You got 80 years of living. That's been working for 300. Bruh, you are not Albert Einstein of defense, Dan Quinn. Sit your goofy ass down somewhere. Do everything else. I'm going to tell you this right now. The smartest thing you could ever do is follow directions. Ladies, I'm going to give you a tip. Every lady knows how to cook. Somebody's like, nope, that's not true. Listen to me. If your lady knows how to follow directions, technically, she knows how to cook. That's going to go read between the lines now. Read between the lines. Read between the lines. Listen to me. Hey, man, I know I'm cooking right now. I need y'all. He says, nephew, I'm going to place the order for you tomorrow. I got you. I got some gas in, too. I got some gas. My only is Clark is soft. Clark just ain't Clark ain't no experienced middle linebacker. He played at Wyoming longer than he played at LSU. He not ready. And I'm going to tell you, listen, the Cowboys be putting guys who shouldn't be starting in starting positions and they fail. Like, I don't really have too much to say against Clark, just like I didn't have much to say about Jabril Clark, because I just didn't think they were starting linebackers. Hey, but if the Cowboys want to put him out there, like this is my thing, right? If the Cowboys called me up right now and said, West Coast, we want you to play middle linebacker, I'm going to say yes. Why? Because I want to play and because I need the money, right? So I'm going to go out there and play 70 plays. I'm going to look probably bad. Out of 70 plays, I'm going to give you 5 good plays, 10 good plays because I'm working out. I'm going to be in straight. I'm going to be good. 10 good plays, right? Listen, on the play that they probably like, the tight end probably burned me up the seam. No, I ain't gonna get caught up on no. I ain't gonna call no coverages. I'm gonna be good. But when they pull that tackle, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I might have to make a business decision, right? Now, if I make a business decision, they get 15, 20 yards. Listen, y'all, I can't be walking out the field and y'all be want to talk all crazy to me. Man, this is West Coast. I'm 41 years old. You feel me? I'm gonna give you the best I got. But I'm 41 years old. Same thing with these players, man. Same thing with these goddamn players, man. The body, listen, the mind is willing, but the body don't be willing. The body can't do it. You need to get guys who the mind is willing and the body is willing to do it. When teams are wanting to run the ball, Parsons should play. No. Parsons don't need to be shooting gaps. When teams want to run the ball, your defensive tackles need to do their job. That's what needs to happen. Like Parsons doesn't need. We don't need to be moving Parsons around trying to figure out what hole the running back's going in. No, put his ass on the side, let him rush, and guess what? If they come to that side, make the tackle. If they don't, then guess what? DeMarcus Lawrence, one of the other guys, will make the tackle. Like Parsons can't make every single play on every down. Like, come on, guys, he's only one guy. And you don't know, there's 6 holes. You don't know what holes he's running in. And I definitely don't want Micah Parsons back there trying to figure out, they're going here, they're going here. No, I don't want doing that. Put his ass on one side and let him get great. I've seen Clark literally run away from contact too many times. We need a dog, not none of this weak-ish. Yeah, I don't think dudes be scared of contact unless they kind of dinged up or hurt. And I still think they'll still smash into you guys, right? But I do believe that sometimes these guys just don't know where they go. Like if you ain't played middle linebacker a long time, everything will look like everything. You know what I'm saying? Like a guard to be pulling this way, and you'll be like, oh, let me run this way. And then the play's going this way. That's why a good middle linebacker stands, reads with ready hands. Listen to me. Can I show you guys what linebackers do on almost every play? And yes, my house is a little ghetto because we got a sheet up. Listen, this is what linebackers do. This is what I want my linebacker doing. This is what I want my linebacker to do. This is what I teach my linebackers to do. Linebacker stand. Hit right here, right? First off, we don't put our hands on pads. Why? Because you put your hands on pads, the coach gonna look at you on film and say, that's a lazy mother effer right there. I'll never put him on my team. So we never have hands on pads. Always got our hands ready for contact. That's the first thing we're doing. Ready hands, right here. Soon as the ball gets going, whatever your assignment is, you have running back in the backfield, what are you doing? You're watching hips, ready hips. You can bounce. Some people like to bounce. Some people like to chop. Honestly, you can even take a read step if you want. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't come forward. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't come forward. I don't mind you taking a read step. You know what I'm saying? Because the cheers be moving. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind you taking a read step. I don't even mind you taking a small step back, like a cornerback step. But we're not coming forward. Why are we not coming forward? Because the running back is not, until he passes the line of scrimmage, he's doing whatever the hell he wants to do. You're watching hips. That's all you're doing. You see the pull. You can slide over a little bit, but you also got to remember, if he's pulling, that means there's a hole here. Because you can't replace one guy and have nothing there, right? Oh my God. If I have 2 lighters here, if I take this lighter and put it here, that means there's what? There's no lighter here. This is what your middle linebacker's doing the whole game, bro. This is what he's doing. That's what he's doing. Slap the D tackle on his ass. Watch the start this way. Back it up. Okay, boom. Eyes on Mike. Okay, they just called me out. He knows where the mic is. Switch it up. Slide it over. Tap this defensive tackle. Slide that shit over. Bruh, that's what your middle linebacker's doing all game. He's quarterbacking, bruh. That's what he's doing. He's not doing this all game. Bro, a middle linebacker that's doing this all game is a middle linebacker on the bench. You don't know why? Because as soon as you do this, the ball's going this. That's all a middle linebacker's doing all game. That's all he's doing. That's all he's doing. That's not Micah Parsons. Like, I don't even want Micah Parsons taking on guards and tackles that many times in a game. I just don't. I'm not saying I'm scared of him getting hurt, but bro, that 14 sacks is way more valuable than whatever y'all think y'all gonna get from him at middle linebacker. That makes no sense. Like, it makes no sense. Iceberg Slim, if he feels 224, they wouldn't take him. There's loss. Hey, West Coast, what linebacker coming out of college? Listen, I haven't researched anybody on linebackers room yet. Give me about 2 months and I got you. Like, give me about 2 months and I got you. I don't even want Micah Parsons taking on guards and tackles like that, bro. I don't. I want him beating guards and tackles. I don't want guards and tackles running at him like this. Come here, little motherfucker. I don't want guards and tackles running at Micah like this, looking dead at his 11, getting ready to pick his ass up off the floor and dunk his ass like he's from Florida. No, I don't want that. I want Micah Parsons. I want Micah Parsons doing this, and the tackles and guards doing this, because Micah can't get hurt very much like that. But Micah doing this, Micah needs to be the one doing this, not the guard and the tackle. What's up, Patrick? We just talking about Micah Parsons and Dan Quinn. Micah Parsons talking about if Dan Quinn leave, he going with him. Shut your goofy ass up. Listen, I love Micah, but he just be talking, man. I love my boy. I love Micah, but he be talking. Because Micah knows that Micah can't go anywhere. He's in a contract for the next 2 years. So that was just Micah giving Dan a vote of confidence. And our linebackers don't understand where the help is at. You have to feel if you have split help. West Coast, we got 5 draft picks this year that we need to do with them. Man, I'm not ready for draft yet. I won't talk draft until free agency comes. Because free agency comes before draft. Everybody wants to talk about Christmas and just disrespect Thanksgiving. Like, no, we're not going to disrespect Thanksgiving. We're going to have Thanksgiving. The free agency comes first. And to be honest with you, I don't know what we're going to get in the draft because theoretically, you should take care of everything you need in the damn free agency and then go to the draft and the draft just be extra. That's how it's supposed to be. Like, you should have no needs when you go to the draft because you had 3 months of freaking free agency. I like linebackers from Clemson. If you're a real middle linebacker, I'll do it. They got a good history. Micah Parsons needs to shut up and stop complaining. Seriously. Man, listen to me. I ain't knocking Micah for complaining if someone's actually doing something. Because listen to me, ain't nobody gonna speak up for your cause. Ain't nobody gonna speak up for it. So I don't knock him for that, bro. Like, if somebody's doing you wrong and you have an avenue to say something about it, then you should say something about it, bro. Because we all know that he's not going to get credited for those sacks that he should have got when he got held. So I don't knock him on that. And that's affecting his money, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure Micah would have been over 20 sacks. You know what I'm saying? So I don't knock him on complaining, bro. And guess what? If you're complaining, that means you've probably expressed your concerns and no one's listened. So now you're complaining. You know how we are doing in free agency. We always get the leftovers of the leftovers, West Coast. Yeah, Randy, I know that, but but guess what? It's not supposed to be like that though. Regina Green, she says, would you get Henry and Zeke? Listen, Miss Auntie Regina, I'm gonna tell you like this. First off and foremost, we gotta go to a game next year. Stop playing. And two, I would, but man, if you're not gonna give Henry the ball 20 times, you might be wasting your money. You buy a Lamborghini, you only drive it once a month. Why are you making the $2,000 car note to drive a car once a month? Makes no sense. Yeah, it's a Lamborghini. And listen, I don't think Derrick Henry's a Lamborghini. I don't. I don't know what he can do at 30. But shout out Dwayne Brown with the 10,000 with the $10. I'm sorry. I like Jeremiah Trotter. I keep hearing his name. I haven't looked at him yet. Michael Gals, please send me some information on him. If you like him, is that the kid from Clemson? If you like him, I will probably like him too. Should have gotten Bobby Wagner in free agency. You know what you should do? Get Bobby Wagner and draft a kid. Make Bobby Wagner, coach up that kid. So when Bobby Wagner leaves, you have that kid. It's called the mentorship program. That's what they're supposed to do in professional sports, but Cowboys don't believe in that. We don't believe that veterans can coach up younger players. Because if we did, we would have more veterans on this team. Except for the veterans that we've drafted. The only veterans we have on this team are like Hankins and the guys that we drafted. West Coast, you have a great player. We losing in the playoffs. Why not try? All I'm saying. West Coast, you have a great player. Listen to me. In the playoffs, why not try it? Hey, I'm not tripping, but we're not in the playoffs no more. So I'm not talking about that game. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about going forward. Micah Parsons should not be playing middle linebacker because you have 6 months to go find somebody who can do it. Like, there's no reason to have, that's a Band-Aid. That's a huge Band-Aid. There's no reason to have any Band-Aids in August. For running backs, get Josh Jacobs, draft a running back. If I get Josh Jacobs, I'm not drafting a running back because he's going to be my running back for the next 5 years. I might draft like a Tony Pollard replacement because he's for sure not coming back. I see Tony Pollard going to like Baltimore or somewhere like that. You know what I'm saying? Please cut my hair, sir. Well, I have COVID, so I don't think I need to be sitting up in no barbershop right now. I don't know if Henry would have destroyed those holes. I don't know. Because Derrick Henry gets the ball 20 to 23 times a game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm not just going to assume that. I actually think Tony might be better next year injury-free and healthy, but, bro, I'm not paying him to find out. Newser. Like, I was literally about to get a haircut. And then my barber saw my post. He was like, bro, I'll cut you tomorrow when you feel better. Man, listen to me. The rumors are not that we're getting Derrick Henry. That's internet talk. That is not no rumor from the Dallas Cowboys. That is not no rumor from the official nothing. The season's still on. You can't even sign players right now until like March 3rd. You know what I'm saying? So there's no rumors that's saying that we can get. There's a rumor if you want to start one. The problem is we got the draft 10 to 15 receivers in the first round. We are in the mid-20s where 5 of them will come off the board. I ain't talking draft yet, man. We talk free agency. I don't know how many players we have in the Pro Bowl. I wasn't expecting for us to even be thinking about the Pro Bowl, so I got to go look. I know I ain't going. I'm tired of wasting my money going to the Pro Bowl. Where is it this year, actually? West Coast, what's your real take on why we drafted Deuce and didn't utilize him? Because his daddy plays for the Dallas Cowboys. It was a free pick. The Dallas Cowboys thought that they would be able to get some incentive from it. And the Cowboys like to reinvent things in the NFL. So it was a try. It was only a 7-round pick. It didn't really hurt you anything. And that's why. And then his daddy worked for the Cowboys. Would the Cowboys draft a kid just because his daddy worked? Hell yeah, they would. Yes, they would. They would definitely do that. But I told y'all Deuce Vaughn was too small for playing in the NFL. Sorry. I think he can only be utilized if an offensive coordinator 100 wants to design plays for him. But you can't like just throw him in on regular running back formations. No. And I told you all that stuff that he was doing in preseason, man, that was not going to be happening against starters, bro. Like you said, nephew, we shop at the car dealership and everybody else is shopping for Lamborghinis. First and foremost, wide receivers, absolute last position we need to look at with all the needs we are weak. Patrick Nelson, good point. Somebody tried to convince me that we need to go get rid of Brandon Cooks. I'm like, bro, I'm cool. Like, listen to me. With CeeDee Lamb being CeeDee Lamb and getting 1,700 yards a season, your number 2 receiver is not going to be getting no 800, 900 yards. Like, you know what I mean? Excuse me. With CeeDee Lamb is getting 1,700 yards, you should expect everybody else to be like at 500, 600 yards. I don't expect CeeDee Lamb to get 1,700 yards. Did a number 2 get like 1,000? That's a lot of freaking goddamn yards. Imagine, think about this. That's 2,700 yards and you ain't even threw the ball to the tight end. That's a lot of throwing. It's a lot of throwing. Nah. The Pro Bowl will be in Paradise, Nevada. We need to figure out. Wasn't it there last year? Randy, what did they tell you? What did they say you was tripping about, Randy? What did they tell you was tripping about? I don't think you're going to do anything with Gallup because, unless you're just going to release him and just eat the money. The Cowboys might release him and just eat the money. Ain't nobody going to trade for him. Facts, Corey. Same thing Corey said. Corey said, I would rather keep Cooks and have why start Dak over. Like every year we're starting Dak over. Like, it doesn't make no sense. Like, I don't want to do that either. Yeah, the Pro Bowl's in Orlando. Good. That's an excuse for me not to go. I might go down to the Super Bowl, though. Just go down there for some coverage. I might go down there for some coverage. All right, man. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all. You already know what it is. I will be on live later on. My boy Henny wanted me to do a show at 4:30, but I think I got something to do at 4:30. But I'll let you guys know if I jump on there with him or not. You guys already know what it is. Never look down because stars up. Peace.